James Twin for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and get this day off in Japan started off properly. You know, Merry Christmas to everybody out there in the world. Hope you guys are safe and sound with your families, enjoying this time. If you're not with your families and it's a terrible Christmas, I hope it gets better, and I hope these videos help your Christmas get a little better. But nonetheless, let's get into it. So all the talk was about Usyk and how he beat Fury, and rightfully so. You know, he's cemented himself as an all-time great. Personally, I think Usyk has put himself very highly into the all-time great heavyweight category. That's a discussion for another video. But in this video right here, we're going to speak about Moses Itauma, the next great heavyweight phenom from the UK. He's been getting a lot of hype. He's been getting a lot of fanfare. He's been getting a lot of people putting high hopes on him, right? And rightfully so. You know, when you watch him, he passes the eye test. You know, he's a big, strong kid. Very explosive, closes distance real fast, and when his punches land on opponents, they have an impact. But up until this fight we're talking about, he had fought for the most part, apart from like Marius Vach, who's on the backside of his career on the way out. He had fought mostly, you know, as people would say, cans. You know, cannon fodder opposition, fighters that are made to order, journeymen. You know, guys that he's supposed to knock out. So to his credit, he did that so far. But this fight against Mckean was supposed to be a test. This was supposed to be a fight where he won some rounds. This was supposed to be a fight where he had to make some adjustments and think. And because, you know, Mckean, he's not going to ever be accused of being a world beater. He's not a top 10 heavyweight or anything like that. He's not even a top 15 heavyweight. But I would say he's definitely a, you know, lower top 20, top 30, fringe contender, something like that, which is far above the level of what Moses Itauma has fought thus far. So, and then you factor in too, Mckean fought Hrgovic, who's one of the higher level contenders out there, and he took him damn near the distance and got stopped in the 12th round. So he showed durability in that fight. He showed an ability to frustrate opponents and make the fight ugly. So based on that, I was thinking, and a lot of people were thinking, that he was going to give Moses some rounds. You know, we were finally going to get to see Moses Itauma in some rounds, and much to the young man's credit, he deserves a lot of credit. That's not what we got. We didn't get any rounds. We didn't get a round because the fight ended in 1 minute and 57 seconds, and Moses Itauma knocks out Mckean with the left hand, closes the distance real fast, and that was it. You know, and he was just too big, too fast, too young, too strong, and ultimately too good for Mckean. So, you know, I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with Moses. You know, I try not to like fall into the hype of prospects, and I still have some things I want to see from Moses, but I'm very impressed with him because for this stage of his career, for him to blast out Mckean like that, it kind of, first of all, it's a statement on his end, and it shows you the qualities he does have as a heavyweight at 19 years old. And it also, at the same time, and I gotta be objective here. Just because Hrgovic is my guy doesn't mean I won't be objective. It makes Hrgovic's win look like dumpster fire compared to what he did, because Hrgovic was in there. He went almost the distance, got to the 12th round, barely stopped him, looked very, very ordinary. Hrgovic also just looked not sensational, you know. What Dempsey did to Mckean is what I was hoping as a Hrgovic fan that Hrgovic would do to Mckean, and it took him a long time to get the stoppage. So that being said, Moses, to me, I think I'm pretty sure he was ranked in one of the top 15 of the sanctioning organizations. But if you weren't looking at Moses Itauma as a proper contender, I think now you have to at least start looking at him as a top 20-ish heavyweight. And honestly, just based on his talent, I know he's still got more to prove, and he has to be in a fight where he goes some rounds and fighters make him think and have to adjust. But I look at Moses Itauma as a top 15 heavyweight already, honestly. I think he's got that kind of talent. And, you know, he said that he's not looking to fight the winner, because there's a fight coming up between, I think it was Derek Chisora and Otto Wallin, which for Moses I think would be a good fight of the winner of that. But Moses said in the interview with IFL TV that he's aiming higher than that, which is music to my ears. But we'll see what his handlers think. The clear-cut move, I think, for Moses next, in my opinion, it's a very easy move to make. Is he's got to fight the winner of, he should fight Kubrat Pulev, because Kubrat Pulev just won a WBA regular title recently in his fight with Manuel Char, I believe. So if Moses wins that fight at 19 years old, Moses will be the WBA regular heavyweight champion, which, you know, he's not the actual heavyweight champion because Usyk has that belt, but he's gonna be the mandatory if he fights Pulev, beats him in the de facto sense. He'll have a legitimate claim to challenge for the heavyweight title at 19 years old. And, you know, once he wins that regular belt, people, you know, the Frank Warren, Queensberry, they're going to market it as him being the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, that he broke Mike Tyson's record, which, by the way, that's something that they've been talking about since he came into the pros, that they want him to break Mike Tyson's heavyweight record, even if it is a regular title and it's not the real version of the title. They're going to market it that way if he does it. So, to me, I think, and here comes the hills. Damn, Japan. To me, I think the clear-cut move for Moses is to fight Pulev. But if not, I mean, man, then I think you could get real aggressive with the matchmaking. I mean, the other two fights I like to see. There's 3 fights I think are realistic for him. And you got, if he's not gonna fight Pulev, he could fight Fabio Wardley, who's been making a lot of noise on the British scene. Moses is a much more decorated fighter than he was as an amateur, and I think he's learning a lot really quickly in the pros with the sparring he's been getting with Tyson Fury. So, I mean, you have him, you have Joyce, a guy that at one point in time a lot of people were considering to be the best heavyweight in the world, not named Usyk or Fury, but then he's had some tough losses and boxing hasn't been so kind to him recently. That'd be a very good fight for Moses, you know, because Joyce has a name and Joyce is quality, even if he hasn't been showing it recently. And then, of course, you have Filip Hrgovic. Now, the Hrgovic fight, that's a fight you make, that's like the most aggressive matchmaking I think you can make in the sense for Moses, because I don't care if Hrgovic lost to Dubois. Hrgovic is still going to be a very difficult fight for Moses at this point. Moses has never been around. Hrgovic is very, very durable. You saw Zhang. We know how Zhang can punch. Hrgovic outboxed Zhang, controversially, but outboxed Zhang to a 12-round decision. And, you know, Dubois is as strong as they come, and he didn't get stopped on his back. The referee had to wave it off. He got stopped on his feet. So durability is one thing Hrgovic does have. So if Moses were to hit a guy like Hrgovic, I don't think he's going down. And I think that's a fight where Moses will have to adjust. And Hrgovic has one of the best straight right hands in the division. As far as landing it and it being accurate, with Moses being a southpaw, you guys know that when the orthodox fighter can land the straight right hand on a southpaw fighter, that will change the dynamic of the southpaw versus the orthodox in the ring. So I think that's only a fight you make if Queensberry really thinks that Moses is the goods like that. At this stage, the next fight should be Hrgovic, because Mckean is a common opponent, and Moses did way better against Mckean than Hrgovic did. So that's a natural progression. Hrgovic is not a heavyweight champion. Much to my dismay, at this moment in time, he's not like on the level of a Dubois, Usyk, or Fury. So he has to prove things himself. And I think that's a move you only make if you want to get real aggressive and you really believe in Mckean. But it's still a high risk, low reward fight, so I don't think they're going to go towards that. I think the Pulev fight is the way they're going to go. They'll get a WBA regular title, and then probably Usyk winds up retiring soon or vacating the belts because he's not got much longer in boxing, and then boom, Moses is right there to either be elevated by the WBA or fight for the vacant belt against whoever the highest contender is. So I think he's in a great position. I think this Mckean fight is one of the best performances I've seen from a young fighter this young and this early in their career in a long time, you know. So those are my thoughts on it. Those are my thoughts on what he could do next. Leave your comments down below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.